Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is where you're at. How you doing? It's me, Mama Dear. Alright, so we're still in October. Today, October the 14th, and I'm getting ready. Spirit and I have already had our, what do you want to call it? Our awakening discussion of, good morning, Spirit. I'm ready to receive my blessings. Good morning, Spirit. I'm ready to receive the messages. So, getting ready here to do another missing person case. As you know, I'm doing one every day. At least one every day. One Tuesday through Sunday. And then on Mondays, I do the 3 cases for the whole month. To bring them home. To bring awareness. To help trigger previous interactions with them. Previous sightings. Memories. Every one of these people are very valuable to every one of us. And even though we may not know them all, they're still valuable. Now let's talk about these children. Yeah, this one's on children. This one is regarding July the 6th, 2001. Just over 10 years ago. Tracy Bradley went to work, 6:30 in the morning. And I have not located yet how many children she had all total. It said children. But when she got home from work that day, there was a note written by her 10-year-old. They say it was in the 10-year-old's handwriting. But the language was questioned because it seems kind of mature for a 10-year-old, you know. But essentially what it was saying was, we're going to go to the store and then go to the school playground. And the 10-year-old's name is Tiondra. Tiondra, I believe is how it's pronounced. Bradley. It looks like a beautiful name. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And her sister, who vanished with her, her name is Diamond Yvette Bradley. And she's only 3 years old. I understand at my age what 20 years ago was like. And I don't care who you are, in what neighborhood in Chicago you're in. Chicago hasn't been a nice city where children could just play unobserved, unaware. In 50 years. The mob made sure of that, right? The mob, the mafia, whatever you want to call them, they made sure of that to keep those streets dangerous. They didn't want to be inviting happiness. They were looking for control. So let's get back to Diamond and Tiondra. What do they think happened? What's the theories? Because what I've told you is what they know. Girls were vanished. Last time any neighbor saw them was about 12 o'clock outside playing. What's the theories? Well, there's some guy from the Mediterranean that was paying child support on one of the girls until he found out he wasn't the father. And somebody thought he took the kids. Well, they went there and they searched and they investigated and they found no evidence that Tiondra or Diamond had been taken by this man to that Morocco environment. Okay? The police believe Tiondra, because she was 10, would have contacted family by now if they were alive. And she was 10, so she's 21 this year. Doesn't tell me her birthday. I'm sure it's on the missing person. No, actually, it's not. No. Why is it always like that? Okay, let me describe Diamond. Missing, age 3. Nickname was Honey Bun. So she's a female. She was 3 foot tall at the time. And she weighed about 50 pounds. And she's a black African American female. Alright. I did not open Tiondra's. Let me open Tiondra's Charlie Project page. Okay, so it says here, at the time she was 4'2", 70 pounds, 10 years old, black African American female. And she was last seen wearing green ponytail holders in her hair and had a scrape on her left calf. She was described as being shy by strangers and loved to run track and dance. The mom. Yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you. You're wanting to know, how did mom behave? Was there any likelihood that she was involved? There's always that likelihood. I mean, one of the toughest things a kid has to get through this is to survive their parents or whoever it is that's raising them. And that's very sad. But initially, Tracy was amazing with cooperating. Then the Chicago Police Department, and I am, if you know me, back the blue, okay? Although, kick them to the curb when they're a bad cop. Get them out of there. Get them out of our ranks real quick. Okay? Because nobody should have to put up with any of that. But, you know, I've been a first responder myself. And I am always wanting to be supportive of those who put their necks out for those who are needing help. But everything I've read says that the Chicago Police Department decided to get a little heavy-handed with Tracy during a time that emotionally she couldn't do what they needed or wanted her to do, which was come down for another discussion. And she acted out. It says that she was being, what is the word? I don't want to mislead the word. I don't see the word now. But she was physically resistant to going with them. So they put her in handcuffs and forced her to go. The bonus, the blessing was, at some point somebody or Tracy was able to reach out to her attorney and get her attorney there who stopped it. Because they can't force you to go in for questioning on anything unless you have been arrested, at which point you can just not answer. You know, they can't feed you church serum, but it does sound like her rights were absolutely violated at the time. And here 20 years later, yeah, this would be on the news and we'd have a lawsuit going towards the police department, especially towards that officer. Because some things are just not acceptable. And I certainly don't see how that could have been acceptable 20 years ago. But back to Tracy. Even after she was forced to go down, she voluntarily took a polygraph shortly after the girls disappeared. She participated in a multitude of interrogations about her daughters. Brought forth the names of fathers, boyfriends, family members, neighbors, because if there's one thing, there was nothing out of the ordinary. The handwriting did not look like the girl was writing it under duress, but it looked like somebody was telling her what to write. Someone she trusted. They have searched the great-grandfather's home and property in Wisconsin and found no evidence. Police do believe their last statement, which was earlier this year, on the 20th anniversary of their disappearance, that Tiondra and Diamond are likely deceased or have been taken out of this country. This case, Tiondra and Diamond Bradley, remains unsolved. So let's talk to Spirit. Let's see what's going on. Let me get back to that camera where I know I can show you the cards, alright? We're going to start off this reading with an affirmation card for all those invested, for all those who are interested in helping bring closure to this case, to bring comfort to those who have invested themselves into those who have vanished. Today you are powerful. You are. You're so much more powerful than you're ever going to realize because you have a voice. Maybe my voice is very different than your voice. But I'm using my voice to get their names out there. To get people talking again. To get people listening again. They're still missing. They're still valuable. Let's bring them home. And today, you are powerful. Today, my potential to succeed and conquer challenges is limitless. How can you speak out today? How can you bring awareness? How can you help trigger somebody who had an interaction with these children, with their captor, with any of these events, a conversation that you overheard? Have you heard that name before, Tiondra and Diamond? I mean, that's kind of an unusual combination there, not everyday combination like Kathy and Mary. Okay, so let's get a romance card. Sometimes it is about romance. Sometimes it's about the love that the girls, that the energies have in the reading. Sometimes it's about, well, let's just see what romance card spirit gives us for the girls. Forgiving and learning. Okay. I do feel already this is a family member that reacted very, well, to say the least, very poorly. And this is about learning to forgive for allowing that individual close by. Not that you're forgiving them. No. You're forgiving yourself. Archangel card. In reverse, it came out as beautiful ideal. Yeah. The ideal was never beautiful. The ideal was never, this was planned out. This person had been mad. They're the kind of mad that, they get mad at you and they would crank call your house all day long. 2 weeks later, they come and stab your tire. Yeah. A month later, they come and throw a rock. Yeah, they're gonna continue on. They don't know how to let go. This is who this is. You're already getting an idea. For those of you who are aware, yeah, this is a person that holds grudges, and they, the word from Spirit, they like to kick a person when they're down. They're very weak. They're, yeah, that's what makes them feel powerful, is when they kick somebody when they're down. Very inappropriate behavior. Frequently. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So there was apparently, something about this person, they were unpredictable. They couldn't get a balance in their life and their energy. They had many, many partners. Oh my goodness. This is showing up as a male energy. The feel is a male energy of a very playboy, playgirl of the tarot. Their personality, their energy wants to overrun the reading. I'll let them run with it for a minute to tell us what happened to the girls. Spirit guide, angels, and ancestors, what can you tell us about the day that Tiondra and Diamond vanished? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, excuse me, my eye. Felt that they stood in his way. Yep. They were an obstacle. Nine of Swords in reverse. Have to get rid of the obstacle. It's got to go. They were placed. They were placed. Placed in the trunk of a car. I see the trunk. And I see a knife. Assaulting a very violent assault. And then the person literally just blocking it out of their memory with the excuse that it was necessary. There was no other way around it. This person wasn't getting what they wanted out of Tracy. Tracy wasn't taking this person's advancement seriously or at the level this person wanted. Tracy pretty much could feel this person's energy that that she was looking at their true colors, that this person wasn't no good. She wasn't quite sure how to get that energy out of there. How do you do that? Because they're not going to bring any balance. They bring a lot of strife with them, a lot of controversy, a lot of problems to the situation that's got enough imbalances already. Alright, Spirit, where is the girls? Where can evidence be located to help bring justice to Diamond and Tiondra Bradley? This person, I don't want to say that they're out of Tracy's financial click. But it's like this person is doing well for themselves. They seem to have more financial resources than Tracy does. Okay? And they're trying to use that as an influence during this investigation that I was busy. I have too much to do. I was occupied. I'm important. That's what that's what they've been trying to say during this whole investigation. Because I do believe Tracy has pointed the finger at this person. And I believe this is one of the reasons why Tracy's upset. She's fed up. Because they're not listening. They haven't listened since 2001. And she has to live every day knowing this predator is most likely the one that took her girls from her. And is walking free, living their life. Still celebrating holidays with family and friends. What a sucky thought. Yeah, King of Swords is in reverse here, lying through their teeth. They can't tell the truth on this. They barely can tell the truth about what their name is. This person does not have close friends. They have business associates. They don't have close friends. Why? Because of who they are. The ones who are close to them is family. Because of the money. Everybody needs to stay on that inheritance log, right? This person's not getting any younger. They look as though they are about 35-ish here. So anywhere between 30 and 40. Now they're between 40 and 50. They still have no close friends. Nobody's going golfing with this person, okay? There is regret. That's on Tracy's part. There's regret for allowing this predator into their home, into their lives. Of her children being in a vulnerable situation. Do you want me to address that she left the kids at home alone? Because she went to work. I've been guilty of the same. 20 years ago? Yeah, my kids were already teenagers by that time. So, 25, 26, 27 years ago, if I ever had to leave children who were small, had to, that's a whole different theory right there, right? I chose to because of who my children are and what our rules were. And in this neighborhood, it was like a village. And there were some neighbors close by who helped watch out for the kids while she worked to pay the bills. what you don't expect is for somebody in your circle to become the predator that pounces on your life. So I can't fault her because I don't know all the rules that was in place for the children. Justice in reverse, yeah. This person's never been arrested, most likely for any crime. Even all this stalking, because this person's been stalking people for years. Actively still stalking people now. Has not faced any charges yet. Has not been arrested. Has not had a polygraph. Spirit, where is the girl's located? Where is evidence to the girl's location? Where is evidence to bring justice to Diamond and Tiondra Bradley? Can you guide us to them, to the evidence, Spirit? We have a little side story here. Knight of Swords in reverse. Six of Cups in reverse. Strength in reverse. And Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. They're on the property of an ex of his. Somebody he stalked. Somebody he still stalks. Somebody he still keeps in a vulnerable position to this day, holding something over their head to make him feel powerful. He's not with this person no more. But he's like their puppet master. You do as I say. So I don't have to fear you telling anybody that I put the girls' remains here. So this person knows. But this person is very scared. The strength in reverse. Leery, weary of this person doing the same to them or their family. And they're not talking. They're not. So what's the most likely outcome of this reading? Five of Cups. Because the police don't listen to Tracy and her mother's intuition that is just overwhelming. Excuse me. The person that's being intimidated is too scared, too fragile to speak up. The predator literally sees it as a step on a ladder. He took another step. It wasn't even a significant notch in his belt to him, because he felt they were in his way, that they were the reason he wasn't getting the response from their mother he wanted. That if they were gone, alright, so with the Five of Cups, the person knows what they did, knows it wasn't right, doesn't, I would not say takes responsibility for it, because they have not confessed, they have not come forward, they've not brought the evidence forward. So they're not taking responsibility for it. They simply want to move on with their life and continue to live my life. And so that's what they're doing. And it's clarified by the Page of Wands in reverse. Yep. Not finding this person, as they're getting a little older, is starting to find that they have to change their MO on their stalking because of cameras, the internet and everything. So they're trying to evolve. That's what that's about. This is them learning how to get around all this. This person absolutely could be an IT person. They are somebody who makes decent money. Very decent money. They're not hurting. And they've got plenty of business acquaintances to provide different things that they need. Whether it's about setting up surveillance rooms or whatever. Alright, so let's get the advice card from Spirit for this reading from Alice in Wonderland. Did tell you at the beginning, I could feel the predator's energy all over the reading. I can feel their mom. And Tracy, I believe you. I believe you. You have support. You're right. The card of advice for this reading is mortality. And that may be exactly how this is all discovered. It would be nice if they had a final farewell, exclaiming what they had done, where the evidence was at. But this is the mortality of the situation. Appreciation of existence. Relishing being alive. Making the most of every moment. Accepting mortality in ourselves and in others. Living in the present and feeling joy at being alive. The girls most likely died the same day they went missing. And they loved their family. They loved their family dearly. And while they know that you'll never stop looking for them, they want very much in their heart and soul to know that you're living your best life in their honor, in their memory, surrounded by their love. Okay, so let me give my plug, okay? What is my plug for missing person readers? Under no circumstance whatsoever. And I always put it in the description box below. Will I ever expect or accept anything of monetary value for these readings? These are gifts from Spirit. And if you have a missing person or a criminal case you would like for me to do a reading on, send me an email, PassionWaterTarot@gmail.com. Leave me a message here on YouTube. I don't really do other social media. So, this is the place to get in touch with me or email, okay? But you just let me know. If you want the reading for me to publish it, I will. You want it private, I'll send it to you private. Anything Spirit and I can do to bring answers, comfort, and support to those who have vanished and to those searching, we're ready. Alright, guys, I'll see you all soon with your next reading. Let's see, this morning I do Sagittarius, Scorpio, Virgo, and Taurus. It's so time for the weekend reading. Yes. Alright, namaste.